All right, Virgo, welcome to your weekly sidereal forecast for June 8th through the 14th. My name is Athen. So this week we've got a lot of sextiles in the early part of the week, 4 to be exact, all involving your ninth house, which is where all these new beginnings are, where we've had your ruler Mercury retrograde. He's going to be going direct on Thursday, and the sun will be conjoining up to Mars. So a lot happening here, and lots of opportunities, like I was saying. It starts on Monday and Tuesday, when the sun is going to be sextiling up to Jupiter here from your 11th house, and then Venus will be sextiling up to your ruler here, probably closer to Wednesday there. But one of the areas here is certainly the 11th house, where you've had Jupiter and then recently Venus, creating opportunities and enjoyment in regards to the community related things, or your groups, your friends, networking, the satisfaction you get from your work, things of that nature. So whatever that's been, that's going to be, I think, supportive, but it's a sextile, which means we'll have to make something of that opportunity, but I think it'll certainly be there and certainly come in. And it's, again, relating to this whole lunar cycle and energy of your life path right now. Your travel, perhaps, since this could be travel of the mind, such as through philosophy and spiritual studies, your higher connections, things of this nature. But it's the house of life path, of unfoldment of the events of life, that life spirit. So whatever you've been reflecting on there, and this whole lunar cycle has been about that, I think that's the area that's going to be highlighted, and I think these opportunities there will certainly be supporting these ninth house activities. Now, the other area that's going to be forming these sextiles is going to be your 7th house of one-on-one connections and relationships, when we have Mars sextiling up to Uranus and the Sun, and then Uranus sextiling up to of course, the sun sextiling up to Uranus as well. So here, there's been perhaps some liberation and perhaps some new beginnings that's been changing and shifting in the relationship side of things over the past few years, probably, but maybe back in March as well, with all that solar eclipse energy of that south node. But whatever that's been, I think there is a newfound freedom since then about relationships, about being yourself in those relationships, and I think you can find that very supportive towards, again, all of this stuff shaping up about your life path this week. Now, that's Monday through Wednesday. Now, on Wednesday in particular, we've got one challenging aspect this week. Mars is going to be squaring up to Chiron. Not very personal, because we are talking about an asteroid here, but still something that's worthy of mention. I think bringing conscious awareness to the day-to-day activities, the routine, the health, things of this nature will be a good idea about mid-Wednesday, about midweek. And so I think you'll find that very healing, because Chiron is the asteroid of learning, and it was through learning that he healed and he became a healer. So it's through learning we heal ourselves. And I think bringing that conscious awareness to the routine, the health and diet midweek, I think you'll find that constructive. And Neptune is going retrograde here in your 6th house now from Friday onward for the next 6 months, which is about reflecting about the spiritual side of the routine and realizing how important it is to perhaps have those things in the routine, but not have them all figured out, right? It's almost like you're just going with the flow, with the whole process, and then trusting that everything in the day-to-day environment is taking care of itself. Can be relating to your work as well, because oftentimes that's the case with the 6th house, anything on the day-to-day activities or relating to self-improvement. So that's a shift there, but I think definitely bringing conscious awareness to that should be quite supportive. Now, on Thursday, your ruler is going to be going station direct, which is very nice, actually. So anytime a ruler goes retrograde, it's always this introverted, more reflective kind of energy. And so now things are moving forward for you towards the end of this week, especially next week, with the reflective, more extroverted type of stuff. And whatever you've learned about these ninth house activities, again, the expansion and life path stuff, and all of that, traveling of the mind or whatever it is you're involved with, that can be moving forward for you. So that's stuff that perhaps maybe you've been reworking too in regards to those things. Could be university also. But anyways, putting that forward and putting that energy into action from Thursday onward will be a good idea. Reflect on it around Thursday, though, because he will be stationed. But it's certainly as next week unfolds, more of this energy will be moving forward for you in that area. Now, Thursday through Sunday, so all the way from this whole second half of the week and into next week, the sun is going to be conjoining up to Mars here in that ninth house. So something is very exciting, I think, about this ninth house stuff, the expansion stuff, the the open horizons, the life path. So that there, it might be from these opportunities coming in from the 11th house and the 7th house and these types of things. But whatever it is, it can be quite exciting. So finding that middle path with Mars, because Mars is very assertive, very direct, and that's good. If you can harness this energy, it can also be very passionate with the Sun. You can harness this energy along your life path, maybe even through teaching in some way too with the 9th house, if that's what you're involved with. That is a really good utilization of this energy. If you can find it balanced, because both are, considered malefic planets in the sense that they can be very harsh and very aggressive type of energies. So if we can balance those harsher aspects within self, then it becomes very constructive, and we can utilize that again in a constructive way. Now, Friday and Saturday, we have Venus sextiling up to the North Node, and so this is all about your guys' goals and ambitions this whole year with the North Node transiting your first house. So I think a really good weekend relating to maybe even the friends and stuff like that and networking. But it's all supporting this life path of your goals, your drives, your ambitions, everything you're involved with, and where you're headed in terms of the things you want, out of life and where you want to put energy into this year. And a lot of it has to do with your self-identity too on that level. So Virgo, I hope you guys have a nice week. This was a general look at the overall planets in the sky. If you'd like a more specific look, please get in touch for a personal reading. Hope you guys have a nice one, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.